The real origin of the crisis lies in reporting that emerged this fall and particularly got a lot of attention in some conservative media and right-wing influencers about the social welfare scandal that took place in some of the Somali immigrant communities in the Twin Cities. And to be clear, this was a real scandal. There were significant problems, and it was an issue that had been heavily prosecuted already. It wasn't really new. But what happened through the later part of the fall was that the administration, and in particular President Trump, really became very focused on that issue. And within the larger context of their crackdown on immigration that we'd already seen in Los Angeles and Chicago and Charlotte. And the rhetoric that Trump in particular used kind of escalated through November and into December. And it kind of culminated at a cabinet meeting around the 1st of December when Trump claimed that the Somalis were ripping off the state of Minnesota for billions of dollars, and then really went on kind of a tirade about how the Somalis were contributing nothing and that he didn't want them in the country. And even saying that Ilhan Omar and people like her where I believe the phrase was garbage. And so I think this was the initial motivation for why they were looking at the Twin Cities. They then surged immigration agents from Border Patrol and ICE into the Twin Cities. And I think there are a couple of challenges that they face as a result of the focus on the Somali community. For one thing, most Somali people of Somali origin in the Twin Cities are actually citizens. It's about 95%. 50% of them are actually born in the United States. So only a very small number were actually undocumented. And so they basically moved in, and because of that, had essentially kind of a low yield rate in terms of people they could actually deport. So the surge rapidly broadened then into other immigrant communities, other African groups, and Latinos. The other thing that they had kind of underestimated was because of the language that Trump had used and other administration officials, people on the ground in the Twin Cities very much perceive this as a case of racial targeting of people in their community. And I think this is a fundamental misunderstanding that the administration had, and we can get into this in more detail.